I'm like, I'm not risking the computer right now. We're going to go live on my phone. I'm not risking the stuff with the computer. Well, this way you guys will be able to see the cards right in front. That could be a little bit better for you guys as well. This is going to be what's coming up for for this week. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to start off with some oracles, okay, and then we're going to get into the tarot. You guys already know I don't like to start off with too many oracles like that. You already know I'm just not that type of person. So before we start off with the oracles, let me go ahead. Oh, you guys, the tower just flipped over, but it was in a good place. It was in a good place that it flipped. Let me show you on camera what is going to pop out for your theme for this week, Sag. Hey, everybody. I can't see everybody, though. I can't see everybody. I see Miss Sassy. I see Emmeline. I see Chatty Chicky, Ray, LaShondra, and that's it. I don't see anybody else's name. All right, let's go ahead. Let me pull. This is going to be your theme for this week. Okay, let's get it. Oh my gosh. This is so amazing. And not only that, this is in the upright. So this is really good. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Now, the reason why this is really, sorry, I got lipstick on my finger. The reason why this is really important here for you is because the Magician is the manifester, right? So this week, you're going to be able to manifest something that you've been wanting. Now, we already know this could happen in many ways, many forms. Is it a job? It could be. Is it a man or a woman? It could be. Is it your someone calls you back for a home or apartment that you've been looking for? Yeah. But remember, I know for a fact could be either one, but if this was a personal reading, I would be able to know what that means for you. But I love the fact that with the Magician, it is specifically saying that there is something that you've been wanting that will manifest this week. Okay? Now, some of you guys talked about money. The Magician is like, okay, I'm going into this week. This is what the Magician is basically saying to Sagittarius. Okay, like you're going into this week, maybe not necessarily feeling the best about your finances. You are able to create money this week. Now, for some of you, this could be working longer hours. This could be, maybe doing something as far as a side hustle. This could be implementing a plan. Okay, it may not formulate this week, but you can start doing that. But there's going to be something that's going to really good that's going to be happening here with this Magician card. That I can tell you. Now, that was we're going to get back to this, but this was your theme. So far, I would say this week is going to be pretty nice for you. I love that. So, yeah. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's get some oracles and we're going to get back to the tarot. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what pops out for you. For you, Sagittarius. All right, first card that's coming out here is Queen of Water. Queen of Water. And then you guys had good health at the bottom of the deck. I love it. We're going to talk about that in a minute, especially if you guys have not been feeling well. We'll talk about it. That talks about other things too, not just your actual physical health, but it talks about other stuff. This is a water sign. Are you dealing with the water sign? Have you been emotional? Have you been in your feelings, a little moody, that type of thing? We know that you guys are the intuitive queen or king. We know that with the Queen of Water. I feel like the reason why this is coming out this week, because remember, if this says that there's going to be something that you're going to manifest, decisions are involved. So with this Queen of Water, which gives you what? Psychic abilities, okay? I feel like there's going to be some good decisions that you're going to be making this week. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be some type of decision you can make based on love. Like I said before, it could be decisions based on work and career. But one thing I can tell you, you're going to be using your intuition for that. Now, can I tell y'all that let me tell you what I really feel, because it's a general reading, but see, something is pressing me. And I know some of y'all don't care because you care about money. I don't know why I see a love interest very strong in your reading. And I'm talking about really strong, okay? I want to see what happens with the tarot, but this is someone who lives in your area, possibly could live in your neighborhood. It feels like the person is a little bit closer to you, like they're not at a distance. Or this is going to be someone that you're going to be meeting or coming across this week. If not, definitely soon, meaning soon, I would say a week or two or something. But I definitely see that there could be a water sign coming towards you, because it does feel like an actual person, somebody who's tipping your feelings, tipping your emotions, causing some type of an emotional, like reoccurrence of feelings. And I don't know why I said reoccurrence. That's interesting, because is that reoccurrence to something that you felt for someone before in the past, or is this the same person? Okay. But that's what I'm saying. I see that you guys are going to be at a place where you are assisted or given some type of like help, whether it's with money. And I'm telling you again, remember I said manifestation. So in this way, this can happen in a form of someone giving you money. You guys apply for certain types of benefits. The benefits will fall through this week. You guys may have your family members, literally, maybe a family member who give you money. Or if you are asking, let's say you are needing help with a bill, or you're needing help in some type of way, you're going to get assisted this week. And it can come in different ways, like various forms. It can come to you. Okay. So I definitely see that this is going to be something that's really good. But I don't know. I kind of feel like you're going into this week starting off, because today is Monday. I feel like you're starting off this week possibly not necessarily moody, but I just feel like you're a little sensitive. We'll say sensitivity. Okay. I don't know. We'll say sensitivity. Here with good health, this was at the bottom of the deck. It says, you've been working hard to take good care of yourself, and it shows. You are glowing. Now, a lot of y'all are like, that's not true. Yes, I haven't been taking good care of myself. I've been taking care of the kids. I've been taking care of my family. I haven't been able to take care of my health. I love this energy, because this week is giving you guys the opportunity to really focus on you. Focus on your health, mental, physical, spiritual health, right? This card represents all of them. It doesn't represent just one. This card represents every aspect of good health. Okay. This is the reason why you have here. This is a positive step in that direction. So don't be coming towards me talking about, I ain't doing that right now. Spirit is trying to tell you something in advance. If you guys have made plans, so let's say this weekend, you're like, next week I'm going to do this, or next week I'm going to make sure I do that. Please don't put it off. Okay, please don't be the put off queen or king. Make sure you're following through in the area that you're supposed to follow through at. Because this is routines. In order for you to get good at something, that means you have to develop a plan and routine. And some of y'all are just waking up, scattered energy, don't know your head from your ass, can't find your shoes, can't find your keys, can't find your kids. You don't know if they're under the bed or in the tub. Like, it's one of those things that you guys are going to have to get this routine down. Okay? Because I'm seeing right now that is not something that you guys have been doing. We're going to get one more card, and we're going to get into the tarot. This is for Sagittarius. Oh, I'm going to show you, because I don't want y'all coming to me. Boom. Now, this is funny, because did you hear when I said, I said reoccurrence or recurrence by accident. And look at what comes out. Reconciliation. Y'all stop playing with me, because see, sometimes I be saying things and it was meant to happen, because I felt bad for saying it, because I didn't want y'all in the comment section to talk about, oh, stop talking about the past. Okay, let's talk about it. Reconciliation does not have to be anything dealing with love. Remember, this is like if you are not getting along with your family member, if you haven't gotten along with your friends, and they put you in your feelings. We just talked about it. We just said, if you could either be feeling a little sensitive, because maybe somebody cussed y'all out. I'm not really too sure about how many people can cuss out Sagittarius. Okay. Y'all do get your feelings hurt though. But it could be someone who have hurt your feelings, or you're a little sensitive today, maybe throughout the week, and you're like, I don't, you kind of keeping to yourself, not really talking to too many people. All right. So no matter who that is talking about, the reconciliation is like, okay, there's about to be some conversation. That's all. There's about to be a conversation that's about to be had with someone that either A, you're ignoring, you're not talking to, maybe they're not talking to you, maybe they didn't want to talk to you. It happens, right? And so someone's like, okay, let me go ahead, let me just talk to Sag. Even if it's like, let's just agree to not agree. Let's just kind of get on like this even keel and not be mad at each other, not be upset with each other. Like, let's just do that because this is a step towards reconciliation. So I do feel like it's going to be something like that. But let's read the card. Forgiveness, emotional healing. Ain't that crazy? Sorry. Emotional healing. There it is right there. I told you. It's your feelings, it's your emotions. And it says, and a return of a formal connections is on the way. It says you have options to accept or reject. Expect apologies, explanations, and sincerity. Letting go of grudges. Be open and honest. Okay? That's what we see. Spirit is saying you're going to be good. Remember, it started off with the magician, talked about you manifesting, being able to get what you want this week, being able to receive it or to start experiencing it. Now, I will say, I remember I saw a love interest for a lot of you. Obviously, it's someone that you know that even if it's the smallest thing, it's just them literally sending you an email, a text message saying, hey. It could be something as small as that. You, within yourself, could be doing some type of reconciliation this week. Now, why would I say for yourself? Because this is you. If we're saying good health, we're talking about you reconciling what you're doing that is sabotaging you. Eating the wrong foods, ingesting the wrong things, not getting enough sleep, not keeping up with your routine. This week, you will be able to reconcile why. Why am I not keeping up with my routine? Why am I waking up so late? Why am I going to bed so late? This is going to be what's going to happen because this is the only way you're going to be able to manifest. Because this is the mind. Gemini is the mind. It's Mercury ruled. Okay? Now let's go ahead. Do you feel good about yourself, Sag? Do you feel good about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Do you love all of you, all of your imperfections? Because the only way anyone will love you is if you love all of you and not shrink back or put yourself in a corner because everyone can see that. This is going to be a time where you start working on the love within yourself, loving all parts of you. And this is a journey. This is not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. Because, baby, if you've been feeling bad about yourself for some years, that ain't gonna go away in a week. So this is self-care. What can you do this week? What can you do this week that makes you feel pretty, that makes you feel handsome? Something small. You may be like, well, I ain't even got the money. Yes, this is why I'm in the chat talking about I ain't got the money. I ain't got the money to make myself feel good. I want to take myself out to a fancy dinner. I want to go ahead and, get a massage. I don't have the money for that. I always tell y'all, why won't y'all be creative? What can you do? What can you do that's not on the expensive side to make you feel like you're the belle of the ball? Cook yourself a nice dinner, buy a nice little treat for yourself. Even one day, you may be like, well, a treat is what's got me a big bag. But I'm saying do things that is going to be healthy, but also pleasurable for you. Okay. All right. Because we're at a place now where you got to love you. Now, some of you guys may be moving, or that is going to, it didn't come out, but I feel like I was shuffling earlier. I meant to tell you that, that could be something that you guys are going to be doing in the future, moving. Okay. Because that's what I saw. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go. Quayway say, I'm trying. Yes. I want to try. I know this year I said I had my resolution. The beginning of January, I only went to the gym for about like a good week. Then I disappeared. Wasting my money. Let's see what comes out in the tarot for Sagittarius. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, look at what came out at the bottom of the deck. Uh-oh. There it is, another Queen of Cups. Why is this coming out so much? Who is around you? Who's around you? That's a water sign. Okay? Again, we emotions are coming out really strong today, which means I don't know. Are you in your feelings because you're not talking to somebody? Do you have really strong love for someone and they're not around? Someone isn't cooperative. Maybe part of dealing with these feelings is the fact that you could be codependent on someone loving you or someone in general that you love, that you have been codependent on. Are you wallowing in your sadness? Are you feeling a little melancholic? Right? It could be. Now here with the Seven of Pentacles, okay, so this is the thing. Going into this week, you're in your feelings. We saw that, right? I need you guys to focus on a plan in the future. Because if this talks about manifestation of what you plant, this is saying plant and you will receive. Plant, receive. Now, don't you see that card that says coming to fruition? Now, we already saw that with the Magician card. That's what we saw. I literally used those words. I said, oh, something this week is going to come to fruition. There's going to be something that's going to occur that you've been wanting. At least, even if it's the smallest thing, you're going to kind of see the light a little bit. Something that you have been wanting this week. That's what we talked about, didn't we? 2 cards back to back. And remember, this is only the second card that came out because that was the first in the same deck. So twice it's saying something being manifested, coming to fruition. Let's get the next card. A lot of y'all, let me tell you though, a lot of y'all like, yes, that sounds good and everything. I love this. I'm going to show it. I'm not going to take it because this isn't an oracle. This is an oracle, but it's not a tarot. We're going to focus on the tarot now. You see where that card, the way that word says increase? And you see how you're gaining strength and your ability to say no to things and people and situations, certain habits. You're learning to say, you know what? No, this is not good for me. It says you are gaining strength. That means you are gaining the power to do something. Okay? There is definitely an increase happening in your life. But let's go ahead. Let's actually get a tarot. This is going to be for Sag. Ooh. Oh, somebody coming. Don't pay attention to this Six of Swords in reverse because I see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, someone's coming. Oh, yeah. You know, it's interesting because remember when I said that part of the reconciliation is going to happen, right? And there is someone coming. And the Six of Swords is saying, this is someone that hasn't been agreeable. Now, what's crazy is the conversation will happen, but the nonsense will still kind of be there. They can come in with apologetic. They can come in like that, but there's an ego battle. Because someone is very impulsive with their mouth, with what they say. They don't think. Now, this is only the storm of the mind. Now, if you had this Queen of Cups, we saw Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and then we look at this card, what does this mean? This means that you're not at peace with something. That's all it means. And your relief will happen very soon. It is a conversation that isn't being had. It is something that isn't taking place at the moment, and it is bothering you. Most likely you woke up this morning and it was bothering you. Now, does it have to be a person? No, it doesn't have to be a person. We talked about with your finances. A lot of y'all are working and you don't like your pay. You feel like you're working like a slave. All of us are slave, by the way, if you work for a corporation. Okay, just have to throw that out there. You are working your ass off and you are not getting paid for what you are working. 12-hour shifts, 9-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, but you're doing doubly. You're doing double the work. And you know damn well that's not what you applied for the position and came on for. Either you don't like your job or you don't like your money. So you had to wake up this morning and go to work saying, damn, I got to go to work to a job and I'm not even I can't even pay all my damn bills. So this is why I said you're waking up in the morning, you're waking up and you're feeling irritated. Even if it has something to do with your finances, it is a storm in your heart and in your mind. You see the reason why it says no progression there? I'm doing all of this and I still don't see no progress. Now, if it is a person, if it's a person, man, this is the thing. I kind of feel like you know this person's personality. This is like someone coming in intentionally to disturb your peace. This is what this is. You know what? I feel like Sagittarius is getting a little bit too far away from me. I can kind of feel that Sagittarius is at this point where they're getting a little bit too much peace. So I'm going to go in there and disturb that peace a little bit. It may not even be intentional, but it's going to be something that someone's going to say to you that's going to disturb you. That's exactly what that means. And what do? Don't say nothing. Don't come for them. Don't come. I know they're coming for you, but don't do it. Okay? Because the thing is that if you are calm, if you don't add into it, because the Magician card says, I'm able to manifest whatever outcome. And if you are disturbed by what they say, is it any truth behind it? It says you are gaining strength. That means you have the power. What they say don't matter. The only thing that you need to think of, is it affecting my money? And even so, how do I approach my boss who's acting like an ass? Or my coworker who's acting like an ass, right? Remember, you have the power to change the outcome this week. My baby daddy, my baby mama, what do? You don't, this week, do not under no circumstances feed it. Because you are teaching them, you are training them that that's not going to work on you. Okay? Now you guys are busy. Oh my God, this is funny. Overcommitted. It's so interesting because I'm always getting this busyness for y'all. And I actually read 4 Sagittarius, I think, like within this week. And I'm like, damn, I was probably reading for y'all. Some of y'all got like responsibilities with family, with your children, 2 different jobs, having to go to school. You got so much shit going on and you're like, man, yes, like you're telling me that I need to take care of myself, that I need to focus on myself, I need to love myself, I need to pamper me, but I don't even have time to even pamper me. The 2 of Pentacles here is literally saying you have to figure out a way to balance. It will change though, by the way. It will change. But a lot of you guys are, look, you see what it says? Overcommitting. You got to learn how to say no sometimes. You have to sometimes say, you know what, not today. Or, let me put this on my calendar next week. Because you're not telling them no, but you're saying, I can't do it right now because what? I'm not about to have a heart attack. I ain't about to be all scattered energy. And listen, it says drop the ball, which means what? You can miss something that you need to do because you're dealing with other people or you got to deal with other mess. You have to get yourself in order. Good health. This means you got to stop making excuses. Okay? So just even based on that, that's another reason why there is no peace. The 6 of Swords in reverse, there is no peace right now because you're all up in the air. People got you emotionally, people got you mentally, and then you have to worry about the mundane things like taking care of yourself and being able to wash yourself, being able to have a place to live and feed yourself and take care of you or your children. Okay? So this week, what do? Part of that is the reconciliation. Start making a plan. Good health, 6th house. Start making a plan and a routine. And I'm telling you, before you get out of August, you're going to see a difference. Now, I'm going to show you what's at the bottom of the deck because it's telling you something. It's saying you need to prepare for change. Because we got these eclipses that are going to be happening, right, in September. I know sometimes the energy kind of comes a little bit before, maybe a week before, something like that. And let me look at the astrology. Now, let's just say, and then this is me guessing. Let's say that right now you have a first house sun, meaning you got Sagittarius as your first house and your sun is there. Okay. Right in the opposite of you is Uranus. So some of you guys are not going to be able to. If you do not have a plan put in place, you're not going to be able to keep up because Uranus is unpredictable. And a lot of you are experiencing unpredictability, and you won't know what to do. So you see why it's like implementation. Start putting things in place. So when things starts to get crazy and chaotic, because they will, it don't mean that you're going to be losing your mind. It just means it's going to be chaotic, because if you're busy, you got all of these different things and different responsibilities, you need to have a safety net. Now, that's only one transit. All right. Now, you didn't do very well with Mars and Virgo. A lot of you didn't do well because it was squaring your sun. Some of you guys got angry. Some of you guys got in a fight last month. Some of you guys, somebody done got on your damn nerve. You were feeling some way about yourself. You were feeling frustrated. You were feeling irritable. You didn't know why. That was why. Because it was in the house of what? Routine, and you didn't have one. So you got God. So now moving forward, we got all of these, which again, these eclipses are going to be happening in Virgo, which is going to do what? Square something in your Sagittarius house. Doesn't have to be bad though. So it means you need to have certain things in order. Virgo deals with routine, pets, health, day-to-day activity. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to be busy. Some of y'all going to be moving. Some of y'all going to be changing jobs. You're going to have family changes. This is what you're going to experience. But are you prepared for that? Okay. Let's get your last card. This is going to be for Sagittarius. We're going to give you a love oracle too before we get out of here, because you guys already know I'm going to do a love reading for you. Ooh, that sucker came right up in the upright. Now, remember, I mentioned this, but I didn't think it was going to come out like this. Now, I like this because this is very cooperative energy. People coming in, cooperating. If there's money that you've been expecting, this could be a lawyer getting together with a lawyer that you are agreeable with. This is agreeable energy. If you need money, there's someone that's going to help you get your money. You could have a cousin that's really good at being able to write out some information and write out papers and all the other stuff. You're going to have people that are going to be able to help you assist you get your money. This is cooperative energy. And I'm only using this with money because we're talking about money right now. This is, of course, could be a new kind of work or a job. This in general is saying that this is agreeable energy. And I love the fact that this was your last card for this one. Agreeable energy. All right. That is going to be happening for a lot of you. If you have a roommate, I see that there's most likely going to be a roommate that's going to be leaving out the house or leaving, because I see something dealing about conversations about living arrangements of some sort. Remember, I saw it earlier, and now even with the card that I just pulled, not this one, but the one at the bottom of the deck, it looked like someone could be leaving out the house. Now, some of you guys they could be leaving out the house, but at the same time, remember, it's not personal. So it could be someone moving in, because what conversation are we really talking about here? What are we saying when we're talking about living? Living together or living apart? Okay. And the Three of Pentacles is also saying too, maybe you're getting a new job. Maybe you're deciding to get a new job because again, you're tired of working a job and it's not paying you enough. Or you're tired of having 2 different damn jobs and you only want one that pays you a good amount and it's not ripping off all your energy. So that to me could be a good thing with that Three of Pentacles, because if you're working 2 jobs, you can get one job that pays the same amount that you're working for 2. And we all know those type of jobs, right? Like that's just like if someone was working at a gas station, instead of working at the gas station, they're working for the gas company. Instead of, you know, being the receptionist at a temp place for an electrical company, you're working for the actual electrical company. And we already know those jobs pay bank. Okay? So that's the type of energy that I'm saying. Let's get your love message for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out. Oh, wow. Okay. First card that came out. I don't need any more. Sorry, one fell on the floor. I'm just looking at it. These two go together. I want to show you. I'm tired of being away from you. Listen, I'm trying to process all of this, Sag. I know we're not together. Remember, we saw that reconciliation, by the way. You know, listen, I'm tired of being away from you. I'm tired that we're not talking. This is starting to get annoying. This is starting to get on my nerve. And again, if they're not there now, they will be. Because see, you were my stable place. You were my home. This is what this person is saying. Please contact me. Now, this is funny. This card came out when I was doing a Capricorn, a personal reading on Cash App yesterday, and I literally told the person, which is so funny. She emailed me today and was like, "Oh my God, you were so right." And that's not what this card. This is what this card says. Please contact me. I may not respond, but knowing you care opens my heart. You want to know what this means? Just eat. And this is not what I told her it meant. For y'all, this is like the person want their ego stroked. Her meaning was completely. That's all. I just need to know that I'm still on your mind. I'm not saying I'm going to text you back. I'm not saying that I want to call you back. I'm not saying either of that. I'm just saying, do me a favor and let me know that I'm still on your mind. This person is very egotistical. Okay. I can kind of see the reason why you guys split apart here. Cause yeah, it's very much, it's giving me-ism. It's giving me-isha. Okay. That's what I'm seeing based on that card. But again, remember, the reconciliation card is coming out, which means right now they know they're going to come back, but they need to make sure it's safe. Okay? But anywho, Sagittarius, this is what I have for you guys. I want to say this while you guys are still here. I technically was not supposed to do a live, but I've been doing readings and it's kind of been throwing me off my game. I am going to be posting on the videos the astrology and tarot readings at the bottom of the screen. So you guys may see that tonight or you may see it tomorrow, okay? And it is a sale. That way, I was supposed to have been had it. That way you guys will be able to get your astrology and your tarot reading and you don't have an excuse, okay? So you can go ahead and get it. But this is what I have for you guys. If you have Virgo in your chart, all that, if you have Virgo in your chart, I'm going to be doing that next. But any information on readings or anything like that is all going to be in the description box. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys back here again later. I love you so much, Sagittarius. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.